So today's thought, as I rapidly approach 30, uh, is gratitude and what that really means. You know, um, I'm a hospice social worker as well as an investor. I try to be an investor and buy properties, fix up properties, as you can see from the rest of my channel. But my main job, my W-2, is a hospice social worker, which I've been doing for about 3 years. And as a hospice social worker, I work and communicate and visit with on a daily basis individuals who are at the end of their lives. So seeing people at the end, it's really eye-opening. You know, I'm in a unique situation where I'm able to see what the end looks like, so I can kind of work backwards from where they are and ask questions on how they got there, what decisions they made that they're happy with, what decisions they regret, what decisions they wish they had made. And a lot of things I'm seeing is they never talk about the money, they never talk about the houses, they never talk about any of that. They're really happy and grateful for their children and the values that they instilled in them and the fact that they still come visit. So one thing's for certain is there's a lot of people who on their deathbeds, they don't have anybody with them. But the people who have somebody with them don't regret the time that they spent with their kids and the stuff that they did with them. And at the end, you can see it shows. So the idea is gratitude, right? That's the main topic of the day for me, is being grateful for what you have. And as someone who is forward thinking and who's trying to grind and push and build, I'm about to be 30 years old, so it's looking forward and what's there and where you're going and whatever. But I've realized that you need to stop and look back, because right now, if I had looked back 10 years, 5 years ago, how would I feel if I told the person who was 25 that at 30 I'm gonna have what I have now? And I probably wouldn't believe it, you know. And I think we're so busy chasing going forward that sometimes we need to stop and appreciate. And sorry, there's construction going on behind me. Stop and appreciate where we've come, and realize that if we're in America, if you're sitting there watching this YouTube video, if you're able to have a phone and have a car and drive and eat 3 meals a day, drink water, you are better than 95% of this world. So I think the gratitude, huge. I actually put it on my phone, because on the strive for more, you kind of forget what you have, and you forget that you have enough. As much as it's nice, the goalpost continues to move and you continue to chase and try to get more and more and more. You have enough. I have enough. And I put that as my screensaver. It just says I have enough, so that every day that I open my phone looking at stocks and looking at properties or looking at my bank account, I can say, as much as I would love to have more, which is a part of being human, and a part of being someone who is striving for better for themselves, for their family, it is the truth as well. If you can do that, you can be forward thinking and forward pushing while also realizing that you have enough. So another thing is, Alex Hormozy said this, and it's kind of what I just said, but he talked about working backwards. So kind of a lot of us will optimize for money, will optimize for let's say being fit, but it's like, let's look at ourselves and think about what we're going to value later in life. So the way I look at it is, at each kind of generate a age cluster, so like let's say 10 to 20, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 45, 45 to 60, 60 to 80 / death. we're always optimizing for something, whether that be when you're a child, you're optimizing for pleasure, you're optimizing to grow and just enjoy life. As you grow older into your teens, you're optimizing for your independence. You're finding yourself. You're figuring out how the world works. As you grow older to like my age in the 30s, you're kind of start to optimize for money and kind of less status, but money, and trying to build what you've had, whether that be knowledge or wealth. As you grow older, another step after, you start to optimize for maybe family and starting a family, building something to pass, building a family and creating a secure home. Then the next stage would be kind of building something to pass on, and then the next stage, which is, let's say, your 80s and pre-death, is really just kind of looking back at your life and appreciating what you have and enjoying what you have, spending quality time with people around you. And I think what Alex Hormozy basically says is, if you can look forward and see what you're going to want at one point in your life, why not try to optimize for that now? It's like, why, you get it, you understand that, yeah, these are the steps you have to take, but you can also look ahead at the top of the stairwell and be like, I know that when I'm 80, the thing I'm going to appreciate most is not the fancy clothes, the watch. It's going to be the relationships that I create right now in my life, and to have those relationships when you're 80, you have to foster them. And to foster those, you have to appreciate them right now. You have to water the grass that you got. The grass isn't always greener to go over here, go over there. It's like, you have these people in your lives right now that are important, or these things in your lives, and it's like, just appreciate them. Yeah, you're going to continue to strive, but appreciate what you have. And I think it's hard, man. It's hard because life happens, right? And I think, again, I'm in a unique position where I get to see it daily. I get to see people who pass away daily. I see people die almost every day. And you die with nothing. You die exactly how you came into this world. Yeah, maybe the place that you die in may be a little different. Maybe, this person dies at their fancy home, or this person dies in a facility, or this person dies in a shitty facility. But they don't get to take anything with them. And all this stuff that throughout those little stages, the 10 to 20, 20 to 30, you've thought you needed, you've thought you've wanted to pull forward with you. At the end, you don't leave with anybody or anything. And the only thing that you really have in the end is the relationships. And the thing that matters the most is the people that you're with at the end. So, continuing to be grateful. And that doesn't mean, I think some people will think gratitude and, because I think gratitude's different than complacency. Because I think when a lot of people who are grinders or young and whatever, hustlers, they think that if you're grateful, you're complacent. But I think I know you can be grateful for what you have, and open to opportunities that are coming, ready to continue to push toward your goal, but also appreciating the fact that, hey, 5 years ago, I would have loved to be right here, and I'm here right now. I gotta enjoy this. It's like the people who go on a vacation, and when they're on the vacation, all they think about is work. And then the people who are at work, all they think about is their vacation. They're busy thinking about stuff that are not right in front of them. And there really is only the past, only the present, right? We have to think about the present, because if you don't think about it right now, it's gonna be the past. Everything is continually moving. But just taking a second, and I think a lot of people will read the self-help books, and most self-help books have some sort of part in them about gratitude and about appreciating where you're at. But a lot of people just kind of skip by those pages. But you can't get anything more. Let's say if you're biblical or you're spiritual, you have to appreciate where you're at, or no, God's not going to give you more. You're not going to get more until you appreciate what you have and understand what you have. So that's my thought for the day, and I try to think about it daily. As I said, it's the background on my phone, and yeah, it's something that it's easy to forget about on a day-to-day basis when you're thinking about your kids and your money and your work and everything else that happens in this life, the news. But it's important to really take a step back and realize that what we have most of us. If we have our health, if we have enough money to eat 3 meals a day, and we have water, like, and we have people around us who love us, then you should be grateful, because you don't really need any more than that. So, thanks for watching if you did.